Can you date somebody that think they the prize?
No, I mean, the man is always the prize. Remember that. They try to say happy wife, happy life. A happy man is God's plan.
Reach it, Brother Teddy. You are a godsend.
So, and for all the brothers that's watching this, you got to always make sure you go where you celebrate it, not tolerate it, right? But in order to go where you celebrate it, not tolerate it, you got to celebrate yourself, right? How you think creates how you feel becomes an emotion, that emotion becomes a vibration, that vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. So what you put out is going to come back to you. So once you on that vibration of celebrating yourself, the that's going to tolerate you going to run from you because you're not going to attract them, you're going to repel them.
You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied.
Short clip, but bro, is speaking volumes. You know, it all starts on the inside, right? The way you feel about yourself, or basically your self-esteem, your self-love, right? You work on that, and then you will begin to radiate an energy outward. I know this sounds kind of spooky, woke type, but it's honestly what I've experienced. Once you go ahead and legitimately feel like you are worth more, and then position yourself to be worth that, the ones who shouldn't be in your presence tend to try to avoid you because they see that they can't get no wiggle room with you.
Girls, we are raised to literally know that the man is the provider.
This video makes absolutely zero sense. And as somebody who is Nigerian and American, I can tell you wholeheartedly that this talking point makes absolutely no sense because she's only telling half the story. She's basically saying that in America, men always want to go 50-50 and always complaining about women being so materialistic. Whereas in Africa, women are raised expecting the man to be the provider and expecting men to provide everything. You're only telling half the story. The reason why the man is expected to be the provider is because African society upholds patriarchy. So just as the man is expected to be the provider and provide financially 100% for the woman, don't forget the societal expectation for African women. They are expected to be the housekeeper 100%, do all the cooking, all the cleaning, as well as being baby makers and providing many children for the man. Why do you think that people of African ancestry tend to have so many siblings? Because African women having many children is part of that societal expectation. In America, they reject patriarchy. So men and women go 50-50 in their relationship because the women are not expected to be housekeepers and baby makers. You can't have patriarchy when it benefits you and no patriarchy when it doesn't benefit you. And this is not me talking bad about African society, but I'm pointing out the simple reality that patriarchy is a double-edged sword, just like counter-patriarchy is a double-edged sword. So if you want to talk about the expectations of African men and how African men are expected to be the provider, don't conveniently ignore the expectations that come with being an African wife. You can either have patriarchy with all its benefits and drawbacks, or you can have counter-patriarchy with all its benefits and drawbacks. You can't mix both of them together. It doesn't work like that.
Sensational. Modern women want to have things both ways. You try to pull this Jedi mind trick where you have men adhere to traditional standards and roles while you still can live your city girl life and hot girl summer. Nope, nope, nope. This is what you fought for. That's just the way that it is. You can't pick and choose, baby.
So do you guys consciously make the decision of not saying certain things to your partner because you don't want to come across like...
Bro, what? As guys, that's our whole life.
Bro, what? Yeah, no. This is very true. You know, my dad told me this years ago. My mom was being like super irrational about something. I was trying to fight it. Like it was me and her conversation.
Dad's trying to teach you a lesson right
And
there.
he just goes, women are like this. Like it's okay. You don't have to fight everything. Like he's like, it's easier sometimes. Just let it slide.
That's our whole life.
Like, across every generation, men feel this way.
Yo, man.
Because think about how sad it is that like speaking my mind might be an argument. So it's not always speaking my mind.
Don't laugh.
No lie, I've noticed that, right? As a man, sometimes we have to perform a tremendous amount of emotional labor, right? Especially during that time of the month. Oh my God. Man, you know, we got to be thick-skinned. Sometimes they be saying things that make you want to just, right? No physical contact. I mean, like just unload, finger wagging and getting it off your mind, right?
So a man on Twitter is going viral because he posted that his girlfriend should be grateful because this is his real type. Then he proceeds to post pictures of women that look nothing like her. It's mean. It's cruel. It's hurtful. It's offensive. That is true. I'm sorry.
Wow.
It's true for some men. Some men are with women because they can't afford the woman that they really want. Some men are with you until they can do better. They're with you because you're with him and he has no job. They're with you because you're not going to expect him to pay for dates. They're with you for any number of reasons, but it doesn't have to be because he loves you. Some of them with you because it's cost effective. See, men do a cost benefit analysis in relationships. They could be with a woman who they have no interest in. They don't like her. They can't stand her, but she's giving him a place to stay and she's letting him drive her car and she's paying for all the bills. He'll be with her until he could do better. But as soon as he could do better than her, she's out of there. This is why the men get so mad about the baddies who won't give them a chance when they don't have anything, because that's who they want. They're mad they can't afford those women, but as soon as they scrape their pennies together, that's exactly who they're going after. The same women who wouldn't even look at them twice if they didn't have the money. Just for them to call her a gold digger. Sir, you only got the gold to get her.
The crazy part about this to me is she's saying it like this is a problem. Okay, listen. All right. Okay, ladies, I'll tell you the truth, right? It isn't that a guy is settling. More so than it's the fact that guys are realistic about their place. If you are in the position to where you can't have what you want because what you want does not match where you are, men, we're practical. We tend to go for where we are. Right now, the problem is the woman that we get with when we are at that level, as we begin to level up, she doesn't level up with us. So it isn't a bad thing, right? He just outgrew you, as you ladies would say, right? The guy just outgrew you, right? You got with him when he was at a level 2. He leveled up to a level 5. You stayed at a level 2. He probably showed you a little bit of love, right? Went up to a level 7 and you stayed at a 2. So he went on to an 8. It's not his fault. Maybe, just maybe, when you see your man leveling up, baby girl, you might want to level up too. If you're worth more than just cooch and mouth, then you may keep a man.
Your friends be lying to you and hide behind these catchphrases. I'm gonna tell you what it really means so you
Get
can
'em.
clock them next time. He wasn't vulnerable enough because he didn't trauma dump on her within the first 2 weeks. So she didn't have an excuse to, AKA a connection. So also a great excuse to level up to a friend with more money. Like, oh no, he wasn't vulnerable enough, but his friend that just so happens to have more money was. She's discovering herself, reformed hoe. She's probably celibate, let the wrong guy hit.
Yes.
And now she just like got a reset before, I don't know. Now she's on her journey. She's actually discovering her whole self.
Yep.
That bitch is
Come
just
on.
starting. This is also an excuse to leave your nigga and level up because he wasn't vulnerable enough with you on your journey. If she describes him as toxic, that's a couldn't be me as in the whole time it is. And not only is
Talk
it,
to me.
it's worser than you think. If she describes your relationship as toxic for him putting you in your place when you should have been put in your place,
Come
also
on.
use male-centered as a description for their manifestation of their jealousy for never being loved properly.
Hey, yeah. In most cases, man, when a chick calls a dude toxic or controlling, right? It's usually a chick who wasn't raised with a father and who didn't really have any boundaries. You know what I'm saying? So she deals with a dude who's disciplined, structured, and he tries to enforce that in his relationship, if you will, like a man's supposed to. She has an issue with that. He's going to immediately, in her mind, become toxic.
Excuse to fuck be stupid. Make her explain it. Oh my God, I can't explain it. It was just so natural and it manifested. Oh, I'm gonna add that on here. Manifested. The whole time it was over the general umbrella category of music. Do you like music? Oh my God, I love music. Me too. Oh, we just had such a deep connection over music. You wanted to suck his dick and not look bad for it. Because he ain't.
Thank you. Come on, man. Shout out to sis for going ahead and putting her neck on the line and breaking girl code and putting that out there, right? Because, you know, we all know that they don't really speak directly. Y'all ladies, come on. Y'all ladies know y'all don't be speaking directly a lot of times. Like this old move right here, right? Go ahead and pick an argument just so that way they can break up. And while y'all break up, she goes out and hop on another dude, cock carousel for a little bit, then come back. Part 2, let's go.
Your friends hide behind these catchphrases to lie to you, part 2. Real and genuine is a way to exacerbate something that really wasn't that good. Like, bitch come back from having a conversation with the fine man everybody wanted to holler at, and now all of a sudden they have a real, genuine, down-to-earth, should have added that, connection. That's when girl code pop up. She called dibs, so now you can't holler at him even though he was out fucking you their whole conversation.
Wow.
He's still gonna fuck both of y'all. One of y'all not gonna tell either.
Yep.
My man got perfect comments. Let me calm down. For you to be male-centered, your friendships have to be de-centered. So essentially, it's the utmost selfish way of
Which is
women
hating.
trying to find their way back to the center of your life through their friendship. Not this is the first time I've seen you falling in love, and update me when you can. I understand this new life you're trying to have.
Yeah.
You decentered our friendship for a man. Prove me right for a second. Look up male-centered women, and every time they mention how their friendship
do
was
that. I'm gonna do
decentered
that.
for a man, scroll.
Hey, I'm gonna do that, right? Within the next couple of days. And if I find anything interesting, I'll do some videos. Go ahead and comment below if you guys would like for me to do that. Oh yeah.
You will not get past the video. That's the whole premise. You don't know anybody's intentions. You can never know anybody's intentions unless they tell
Facts.
you out loud, and usually they probably will lie to you. Because I don't have to tell you what the fuck my intentions are. It's what I plan to do, and plans change. You had a script in your head, and I didn't follow the script.
Come on.
So I wasn't being intentional with you
Come on.
on your timeline. He decided. If he decided, but she had an atom of input, she decided. If he decided and put his foot down, we decided. And that could go on any scale, but it's mostly like he broke up with her, but then she tells everybody we decided to part ways.
Basically.
If it's amicable, how come he went into your call suite?
Yo, I like this, right? I like this, man. I'm gonna see if I can find part 3, and report back to you guys. But so far, I like what she's saying, right? Because it kind of clears things up, you know. Because a lot of times these modern ladies don't really, and y'all know y'all do this, don't really communicate directly, but hearing it from the horse's mouth. You know how they say that when you want advice on a man, you should go to a man, right? A man that's willing to be honest. Well, in this case, we have a woman who's willing to be honest, no BS, straight to the point. So if you want to learn about women, observe them, right? But it doesn't hurt sometimes to go ahead and listen to a woman about a woman. Hey, I want to take a moment to say thank you to everybody who's been rocking with me so far. But we trying to take this bad boy to 1,000 subs and beyond. So if you can, go ahead and click subscribe and hit the notification bell so that way I can make the channel grow. And when you watch a vid, don't be afraid. Click like. That helps me out in the algorithm, puts me in front of more eyes, which means I'm able to stay here longer and give you guys more content. Let's go.